Let's get the high ground. Oh, wrong swap. God damn it. They do very low damage. What? The fucking ant just yeeted us. This is just a mess. Let's just finish this. Oh my god. Dude, these ants are brutal. But they just keep pushing us. But I really genuinely believe that's because everyone else is really fucking ass. Like, Ubisoft is making so many shit games now, they barely have anything that's fun to play in their library. Like, all the fucking studios are so disconnected from what people want to play that it ends up being like, oh my god, oh, From Software, you just blessed us with a DLC. Oh, thank you, thank you. Whereas, you know, the game is alright. Like, Elden Ring's probably like an 8 out of 10 or something, but like, people are like, oh, this is an 11. I've never played anything so good in my entire life. This is so amazing. Okay, let's focus here though. This is pretty cancer. You gotta be fucking kidding me, you shit player. Oh, I'm not holding anymore. Shade on. But with that being said, I think when it comes to like, think about, like, let's forget about FromSoft for a minute. This is how like most studios are managed nowadays, right? Think about the EA and the Ubisoft. Look at their stock market value of EA and Ubisoft over years and compare that to companies that actually make good games. There's not that many companies that make good games on the stock market, but like for instance, Capcom still makes good games. Their stock has grown over time quite well. From Software, their stock has gone way up over time. Ubisoft has fucking crashed like crazy. Ubisoft just fucking lost its marbles. So my point is, if you just ignore like what consumers want, or if you dilute your product too much, as you say, it will absolutely hurt you in the long term. Like, as boring as it might be for the short-term revenue, like the quality of what you're making and your the way people perceive your company is going to have a massive effect, especially on the long term, over your direct revenue. Like, you need to have a respected name out there. Like, it's a huge deal. There's a reason why advertisers care so much about, like, where they put their product and, like, what the people they advertise or the platform they advertise, like, say and do. Like, there's a reason why advertisers care so much about that. It's because the way a company or a product is viewed is so important. And here, to go back to the initial point that you made about, like, consumers are too stupid, they'll just buy anything, they don't see the difference between, like, AI generated stuff, because that's where the entire discussion stemmed from. I will say that... One sec. Oh, come on. I will say that, all in all, gamers definitely prefer good games over bad games, and even if they do buy bad games, like, when a game that's better than the others, like Elden Ring, comes along, it is so much more successful and it is praised so much. Look at Baldur's Gate and Elden Ring. They're both, like, great games. You think, like, the next time From Software makes a game, they're not gonna, like, sell, like, super well? You think the next time, I forgot what's the name of the studio who makes Baldur's Gate. Like, people will take these brands, there's these studio brands, like, super seriously because of their past history. You know, when is the next time you are going to buy a Ubisoft game? Like, they're gonna need to fucking impress you, and you're still not going to buy it. You're gonna wait for someone else to dummy test their game because it's been so fucking shit for so many years now. You don't fucking trust any of them. For good reasons. Dude, that did half her health. Yeah, yeah, Melox, that's a very good way to put it. The meritocracy is a very good way to look at it, I think. So with that being said, now that we understand that the video game industry as a whole, even though you might not have a lot of faith in the consumers, it's still probably closer to a meritocracy than anything else. And so in the long run, with that said, you're probably better off making an amazing product than diluting your product to try to cater to the masses. Because it's going to bite you back in the long run. Just like it bit back EA and it bit back especially Ubisoft. I think Ubisoft is the best example we got. Because Ubisoft is the perfect example of a studio who fell from grace. Like, think about all the insanely good Ubisoft games that they've made in the past. Think about back in the day when Ubisoft used to make Splinter Cell, the old Prince of Persia, Rayman, Rainbow Six Vegas, Rainbow Six Vegas 2, the old Ghost Recon games. Dude, Ubisoft used to be the best video game studio in the entire world. And I'm gonna be honest, it was not even close. It was not even close. And you can actually see that point in time if you look at Ubisoft's stock market history. If you look at the massive peak Ubisoft had, was at that exact point in time where all their games were absolute bangers. Whether you want to admit it or not, now, their games are so ass and so filled with fucking microtransaction garbage and a lot of shitty monetary practices that no one wants to fucking touch them or buy them. Ubisoft is the best example we've had of an amazing studio who completely fell from grace. It gets overshadowed so much by all the projectile garbage that's in there. And the projectile garbage gets multiplied even worse just because everything is so open. There's no cover fucking nowhere. Enemies, like PvE enemies, like we're not just speaking from like a PvP perspective. Like, think about it, the PvE enemies have nothing they can do against these projectiles. You can snipe and cheese nearly everything in the game from a distance without risking anything. Like, this is not even a matter of like PvP balance. It's all this projectile is like utterly broken for PvE. Like, it breaks their own PvE like so much more than the PvE, than the PvP even. Like, that stuff is what really bothers me with their direction now. Like, if you were to improve on the formula, you'd notice, like, okay, you know, people like to play our game co-op. Let's give... Like, if I was From Software, I'd try to focus on making the games, or making the PvE, for instance, like, better suited to deal with co-op playthroughs. Where you have, like, enemy that's designed specifically to handle multiple players. Because right now, it's really not. And I think a big reason why they don't do it is because, like, they have such a huge backlog of, like, enemies that they've already built that it would actually take forever to, like, adapt all that stuff. Okay, let's just kill this guy. I mean, we can't actually kill this guy. It's just the others just waiting next to him. Nice, that's the host. Like, these investment firms have, like, so much money that they don't even fucking know where to put it. And I'm not joking. Like, a lot of these investment firms, like, take Warren Buffett, for instance, right? Warren Buffett has an investment firm, and he talks about this, how, like, he has a different philosophy for, like, individual investors versus how he invests the money for his firm. I mean, he doesn't invest it in himself now, and has other people managing it for him. But their problem is that they have so much money that if they were to put their money in a stock, they would basically make the stock fucking explode, in a sense that they have so much money that if they put their like, some of their wealth into that stock, the stock would, like, fucking 20x, like, overnight. So they can't actually do that, and then everyone would sell. So, like, it poses a challenge for them to, like, invest their money because they have so much in everything now, because they can't put their money into the same company because they just have too damn much. It's a crazy problem. Like, most people don't know about that. So that's a big reason why you're gonna see, like, the BlackRock and all the big boys have, like, 15% of shares in nearly every fucking company in the world. Yet they have, like, so much fucking money, they can't fucking put it anywhere else. It's crazy.